Taysom Hill is their starting quarterback. He has never thrown a touchdown pass in the NFL. Usually when you say that, it's about to change. Scoreless early. Taysom looking. Traquan, touchdown. That is Taysom Hill's first professional touchdown pass. We looked it up. His last one, November 26, 2016 at BYU to Mitchell Juergens in a win over Utah State. Mitchell. That day, Jamal Williams of the Packers had 131 yards and a touchdown to help BYU get the win. Meanwhile, Matt Ryan went to Julio Jones, could not get the win. Sean Payton, all he does is win. He hasn't lost in years, it feels like. The Saints to 10-2. 21-16 over the Falcons. Let's hear from both Taysom Hill and Sean Payton on the former's performance yesterday. Take it away, gentlemen.
I feel like, there are so many ways that I can continue to get better, which is encouraging when, we're moving the ball, we're winning football games. But there's still places for us to get better at. But overall, I'm getting more and more comfortable.
We're fortunate to have depth at a number of positions, and that's including quarterback. And so I'm proud of, how we played. We knew it was going to be a tough game. Playing a team like this the second time around in 2 weeks.
LeBron tweets at every NFL player with a big name. Hey, LeBron, how about you tweet at Nico Lalos this morning?
One of your own.
High school alumni.
How about that? Being a guy that moved from the West Coast to the East Coast, now living in the New York area, and how bad the Jets have been, it's good to have something to smile about when it comes to New York football. Kay, I see you rocking the shirt. I wish you would have wore that last week when Schrags was on air laughing at me. And I
wore a Giants
with a smirk on your face.
Did I not? We have receipts.
We have receipts.
Questioning.
With the
Do
nice
you really think they can go out to Seattle with Colt McCoy? And you said yes. And I didn't laugh.
I know, but
because I believe in that coach.
A little bit of a Santa chuckle in your belly.
A scoff, maybe? Yeah.
There was some scoffing. There was some scoffing.
I don't think Nate knew that Colt McCoy was playing quarterback. But he did.
That's a different point. Golden Tate did tell us. No, but, I knew there were some elements that would help this Giants team. One, they have nothing to lose. Zero to lose. They have no Saquon, no Daniel Jones. What does it matter if they get blown out by Seattle? Seattle's fans, not there. The 12th man, that's not a factor anymore. And then on top of that, their defense, you have a specific strategy versus Russell Wilson, which unfortunately, it could become maybe a blueprint on how to stop Russell Wilson. But look, you rush 4 guys. Sometimes they were rushing 3 and dropping 8 and making sure Russell Wilson couldn't see the windows he wanted to throw in. 13 pressures on Russell Wilson.
I know.
10 QB hits. 10. And they had 5 sacks. This is the Giants, right? The same team that people pretty much wrote off at the beginning of the season as soon as their star running back went down. Now, I'm not saying this is a team that's going to flip the table over. I do know this, though. They're playing fearless.
Yeah.
And right now, everything that they're doing, they get a huge pat on the back. If it all falls apart right now, it was supposed to. But like you said, Kyle, Joe Judge is the type of coach. He likes this turmoil.
I think
he likes this drama.
You were right.
They're thriving in it.
You were right. A very entertaining game. We got to get to the Seattle side of things, of course. Where can I get this hoodie?
Oh!
I have never been more jealous of you with a hoodie.
Equipment staff hoodie. It's not even really the team hoodie. Brad Mellon and the
Stand up a little bit so the viewers can see it.
This is the one missing from my collection.
For guys that don't know, I was 42 years old playing for the Browns, and they cut me within 2 weeks. But no.
You made a lasting relationship with Brad Mellon.
Shout out to Brad Mellon, the whole crew, the whole staff. They always show me love and send me some cool stuff, man. So I appreciate those guys.
I have a Bernie Kosar one that looks like I'm glad I didn't wear it today. It would have looked so terrible next to that. We've got lots to get to, more highlights, but these are weird times, as we know. By the way, no games canceled yesterday, no postponements. Woohoo! NFL, let's do this. We've got some innovative ways to honor the game, those who play it, who we love and are entertaining us and putting their heart out there on the field. No Pro Bowl game will be played, but we're still going to celebrate, right? We still got to name the league's top players. It's the Pro Bowl vote, and it's presented by Verizon. You have to vote for your favorite guys to be Pro Bowlers. NFL.com/Pro Bowl vote. Cast your vote.
All right, here we go. Packers. Aaron Rodgers versus the Eagles. Long December. Aaron Rodgers never loses at home December. He's actually a huge Counting Crows fan. It works for him. Now, down though, early 3-0. Devontae, always. They went to him 3 straight times at the goal line. That was on a 4th and goal.
That's Randy Moss level stuff.
That's it. You just keep throwing. Not the running back, receiver.
They still throw it.
Everybody. And Darius Slay was all over him. And then this. Another stiff arm. Devontae scores again, and that's, look at, he goes and gives it to him as like an Instagram proposal picture. Aaron Rodgers' 400th career passing touchdown.
He's the fastest to that number, right?
It's amazing. I mean, amazing. He talked about it a lot afterwards. Now, Carson Wentz does not have 400 career touchdowns, but it's felt like he's been sacked 400 times this year. As our guy, Rashawn Gary, loves Ross on Friends, unapologetic about it, said he's 10 toes down for Ross. 10 toes down to sack Carson Wentz, which they did several times. Benched in the third quarter. Seminal moment for the Eagles. Maybe. We'll see what happens moving forward. But give me the rook. Pull up his picture. There we go. Jalen Hurts on the field. Not in a little spot duty. He's taking over. And on a 4th and 18, down 20 points late, what are you going to do? Shuck it up. Greg Ward, Peter from Houston. Greg Ward catches it. Greg Ward would also have a punt return touchdown to make this a game.
Look at that.
Carson Wentz, I can't imagine someone's psychological makeup more suited to be a backup and take that. He was sportsmanship afterwards and everything. But Aaron Jones.
This is the run of the year.
Here we go. Breaks that tackle. Now watch Bakhtiari. Right there with the hair flapping out on the right side. Look at him. He's going to get in front of his running back 70 yards downfield. Touchdown, Packers. We have a shot on the sideline. Who do we see? Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz went to Aaron Jones for the game. Said, I was in Detroit. You could be Barry Sanders someday if you work really hard. Aaron Jones was furious about it.
Jim Schwartz told Carson Wentz he could be Joe Montana.
I know. It would have helped. Or Steve Bono, anybody, Peter, will take it. Packers 30-16. The Eagles make it close with the backup quarterback coming in, but Packers to 9-3 in the NFC North.
Backup quarterback stayed in. Kyle, let's bring in Ian Rappaport, our NFL Network insider this morning. Talking Eagles here, Jalen Hurts finished out the game, not Carson Wentz. What is going on in Philadelphia?
Yeah, and all of a sudden a quarterback controversy in Philadelphia along with a coaching potential controversy. We'll start with the quarterback situation here. Of course, Jalen Hurts, who we've known the last couple weeks, the Eagles have been sprinkling in a little bit, trying to catch some fire in their offense. It was more than that yesterday. Played several series at the end, and Doug Peterson talked to reporters after the game and was non-committal about potentially Jalen Hurts replacing Carson Wentz, the same Carson Wentz who has been their franchise starter, the same Carson Wentz who they thought was going to be their quarterback for 10 years, who they're giving $25 million guaranteed to next year, who they cannot cut because it's $60 million in dead money if they cut him after the season. That very same Carson Wentz could, in fact, end up on the bench. Doug Peterson needs to look at the film, check out injuries, evaluate everything. But he said a decision, of course, should be coming on who the starting quarterback is. Meanwhile, Peterson himself is on the hot seat despite winning a Super Bowl 3 years ago. I know that some of the captains and team leaders had a couple meetings last week to try to take accountability. It did not work on the field. There's a lot of frustration inside the building from coaches, from players, from owner Jeffrey Lurie. A lot of eyeballs now going on a crucial stretch for Philadelphia.
Meanwhile, the Giants look pretty good in that NFC, so there's that to contend with as well. I respect Peterson for, of course, wanting to add a bit of energy, a jolt to his offense down the stretch. We'll have more news on this in a little bit. Now on to highlights. Ian, we appreciate you. Talk to you.
Yeah, Wentz was the second overall pick in that draft. Jared Goff was the first. How would he fare after he had a bad game last week? Sean McVay's never lost to Arizona. Let's get to the Goff highlights here because early on, 7-7, second quarter, Tyler Higbee, perfect pass, great catch, touchdown. Higbee had 3 touchdowns in a win earlier this season. Has been quiet really ever since. Has touchdown there. Now, you know the stat. It's been
so awesome.
Can he hold on, though? Third quarter, here we go. Kyler Murray had 1 completed pass to my guy Dan Arnold in the first half. Second half comes out and he's like, I'm getting Hopkins the ball. Hopkins. We've got a 1-score game.
Kyler had 1 completion in the first half?
1 completion. Wow. To Dan Arnold. That's it. Here's Webster, who fumbles it away with a 10-point lead. And now, again, we're letting the Cardinals back in. The Rams are thinking, what is going on? Kyler. Handoff. Drake. Got it. Gets in there. Touchdown. Cardinals hanging around in this one. Ensuing Rams drive. 2nd and 3. It's Darrell Henderson with a backbreak of a run. Touchdown. He gone. Henderson, they extend their lead to 31-21. 2 Cardinals possessions later, Kyler trying to make something happen, and it's a pick 6. Troy Hill, one of the great Rams defensive backs. They've been awesome all year long.
Second week in a row for him, right, Troy Hill?
Second week in a row.